Hey girl, it is the Lady Empath, 1111, child. All right, y'all, we got a king in regret, child. Yes, girl. That's the energy for today. This is a full moon, right? Coming into the full moon. I'm using the Moonology deck and tarot. Somebody's in regret, y'all. Got a King of Swords, Gemini, Taurus energy. Someone has really been in their head about your relationship, head over heart. 313, you could be seeing 313. March 13th could be significant as well. Someone has been they're receiving mental clarity, because the overall energy I'm picking up is regret. It's heavy regret, because this is a king who now has some type of mental clarity about the fact that they have been closed off. Yeah, they've been very apathetic to love, but someone had to take the time to reevaluate why. Like, this is someone who has been really disconnected from their emotions and their feelings. It has something to do with their foundation, though. Like, it's just in them, y'all. Like, this isn't something, like, this isn't someone who's trying to lead you on, someone who's just, you know, a nasty person. This is someone who is completely out of touch with their emotions. And they were really trying to figure out their own foundation, how to progress forward, their own power of stability. Like, someone doesn't know their foundation. They don't know their stability. Emotional, though, y'all. It's like emotional foundation, emotional stability. Someone has been disconnected because they are showing up here as the Emperor in reverse. And I do feel like this is a divine masculine who's been working on themselves, though, because I got the Eight of Pentacles, the stars in the reverse. Someone is in despair today, y'all. Their insecurities really are weighing them down at this time. I told you the overall energy is regret. And we are looking at the energy going into the full moon. Going into this full moon, I got, what do you need to release? The waning moon. This is on your king's energy. Be bold and make the first move, the cardinal moon. Communication is key, child. New moon in Gemini. And then luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. I feel like with these two new moon cards coming out towards the end, where we have Eight of Pentacles and the Star in reverse, there is a king here who is working on themselves. But they got to have a little bit more faith, child. Whoever this is, they ain't got much faith, child. You right here, SWV, human nature, right? The human nature of people is to be insecure, right? The human nature of people is, unfortunately, insecurities, doubt, fear. However, when someone shows you that they're here, right here, 711, I'm seeing 711 comments on this song, y'all. 711. Somebody got to believe in God a little more, y'all. 7 is spirituality. 1 is alignment. It's also new beginnings. Somebody has to understand God better, y'all. This annoyed me. Because y'all know I'm not someone who doesn't. I believe in faith. I believe in faith over fear. I've just been through and seen too much in my life to be afraid, y'all. Just to be afraid. Like, fear is something for me because I grew up in church. And my mom will always say, fear is false evidence is appearing real. So I never thought that fear was real. I always felt like fear was a temporary emotion based on a present reality, right? Something that's taking place right now, right, is causing a measure of fear, right? But that shit ain't supposed to last forever. It's not, y'all. Fear is not supposed to be something that you struggle with. And this is someone who struggles with emotions, tender kisses. Tracy Spencer. TS could be someone's initials. Tracy Spencer. 273 could be in someone's phone number or address. You make this person feel safe. But the crazy thing is, it's almost like it's causing an issue. Somebody, you could have on a black shirt and jeans today. This is a king that needs to release something, y'all. What does this king need to release? It says, what do you need to release? The waning moon, 3 of wands in the reverse. Stagnant energy. Delays, y'all. I told you, a lack of foresight, a lack of planning, obstacles to their long-term goals. Aries energy, right? 3 of wands in the reverse in order to have a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. March 1st. Could be significant. The 13th could be significant. January 3rd. Somebody got to release their mindset. It's time to expand. It's time to grow. See, the 3 of wands represents the first stages of completion, right? But somebody, they've been playing it small. Like your person really, they don't know who they are. Because this is someone, yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. Because of other partnerships. This is somebody who got to love themselves, y'all. Self-love. Because they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their ability to make decisions for their own life. That's why the Three of Wands is in reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. This could be you. Take it how it resonates. It's 737. Someone needs to learn how to plan through God. 7 is spirituality. 3. Where the 3 at, y'all? 3 of Wands. It's 7:37 a.m. as I'm recording this, right? Somebody has to understand the plans that they need has to be plans through God. Somebody wants an abundance. They want a manifestation of financial abundance, a new job, new career, new opportunities. Somebody wants prosperity, y'all. But they got to release and learn how to love themselves because they don't know how to communicate. And the thing is this, y'all, if somebody doesn't know how to communicate with you, they ain't communicating with God either. Let's be clear. They ain't communicating with God either. They're not. And this is someone, there's a lot of tension in their lives because there's a duality when it comes to togetherness, right? You have to set the energy or settle the energy, right? Someone's energy is chaotic is what God is saying, right? Someone's energy is chaotic. And I always tell people, right? 187, some got an end. I just looked at Tender Kisses. It has 187,000 likes. Ain't 187 like the murder? 187? Yeah, I think it is, y'all. I ain't lying. I think 187 is like the murder thing. Something's ending. Because there is an imbalance and it's too much tension, y'all. And I always say you can't manifest out of unsettled energy. Like the energy has to be able to flow freely if you're trying to manifest. Hold on. I don't have another Why you didn't charge your phone last night? Sorry, y'all, I'm recording. Use this, but I gotta use my phone to record. So plug it in for the day. Oh yeah, use Jarvis. Sorry, y'all. Baby girl phone about to die. Somebody plug in your phone. It's about to die, child. Hold on. Alright. Let's see. What else, y'all? What do you need to release? I'm hearing mindset. Yeah. Mindset, y'all. 10 of Swords. But it's in the reverse. Can't get no worse, no way, right? Gemini energy. Something is completing, y'all. What did I tell you? 187. It's 187,000 likes on this song. Someone is literally being balled up in the fetal position. Like, this is a divine masculine. I just saw literally a man balled up in the fetal position because of the emotions that they're feeling right now. But they are in a dilemma, right? A dilemma. Because they're resisting something, though. Recovery, regeneration, resisting the inevitable end. Somebody's in a dilemma. That's your channel song, Dilemma, right? Kelly Rowland and Nelly. What is this 10 of Swords? Because they got to release something, y'all. And that's the dilemma. Because the waning moon says, what do you need to release? And whoever this person is, yeah, they got to make a difficult decision. A very difficult decision. And it's the lesser of two evils because there's no right and wrong choice. Because there's a lot of confusion. February the 10th or October the 2nd. Somebody is receiving information overload because of their indecision. What does that mean? When God pushes you to do something, somebody, your person can wear white tees with their head turned backwards or hat turned backwards. Somebody, your person can have a green and white checkerboard shirt. See, when they're with you, they're crazy over you, but they don't spend enough time with you. And it's like they're on information overload because God is sending this person a lot. Information overload means that you getting every sign, every synchronicity, God coming at you every single way. And it's because this person has been so resistant because the Ace of Pentacles is here, but every other card is in the reverse, which means they got to release something to get to this Ace of Pentacles. And whatever it is that God is pushing this person to release, they don't want to release it. And that's why you have this apathetic energy, right, of contemplation. Somebody's literally contemplating, but they got to release the fear. Why? It says, be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Someone could be a Cardinals fan. Someone you could be seeing Cardinals. See, no matter what they do, all they do is think about you, right? This is someone who they at work, they sitting down, they sitting outside, whatever it is, they think about you, but they are so disconnected from their heart space that they can't even see what it is that God is offering them through you, is what I'm hearing. Somebody is truly disconnected from the foundation of who they are in their heart space. Cancer energy. Somebody is being pushed to be bold and make the first move in your union, but they got deep-seated fears. They got to release the worry. Somebody has to communicate, and God is like forcing this person to communicate. Literally, they're being forced to communicate. Yeah, I'm seeing 9, 10, and 1. That's 9, 11. This shit's an emergency situation. Yeah. Because they got to make a choice, y'all. The Lovers is here. Gemini energy. Heavy on the Gemini, y'all. We got 9 of Swords, Gemini energy. The Lovers, Gemini energy. 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. Neo. King of Swords, Gemini energy. More because they love you. And you love them more than they ever know. Always count on my love. Forevermore. Yeah, it's early, y'all. Can't be singing, child. Someone you could have graduated in 89. Or 98 could be significant. Someone is being pushed to make the first move to move this partnership into harmony, into alignment, because there's a deep love between you and this divine masculine. There's a deep love, but someone is being pushed because they've been balancing this connection or juggling multiple priorities. Somebody suffers from time management. They don't know how to manage their time, y'all. They don't know how to manage their time. Most kings don't. You know, as a divine feminine, we know how to multitask, y'all. We can be cooking a whole meal, doing homework with the kids, and cleaning the house at the same time. 12-12. And whoever this is, they don't know how to balance their priorities. They don't. It's time management. They got to be more adaptable too, because they also aren't communicating. See, the Fool is in the reverse. They've been holding back because of this indecision. That's why the Emperor is in reverse. It's the hesitations, y'all. It's the bad choices. Someone wants to be in alignment with their personal choices. 27 or 72 could be significant, but they are overwhelmed. It's like someone wants to be in a line. They want to be able to make the decisions, because it has everything to do with the way that you love them. Somebody loves the way you kiss them, child. Like maybe it's a little game. Y'all play like a kissing game or something. But someone loves like that. It's crazy. They do. But they got to come into alignment with their own personal values, because they are overwhelmed by choices, because they lack purpose in their own lives. See, when you are the chosen and you're living your life on purpose, somebody, they like your red lipstick. You can wear red lips, red lipstick. Someone has dimples. Either you or your person, somebody has dimples, but their lack of purpose is causing an illusion and a diversion in y'all's relationship, because they're balancing, juggling, needing to make decisions about themselves, right? Because the Three of Wands in reverse is their own personal planning. I tell you, nobody can plan what they want with you in a relationship until they have a plan for their own life. And whoever this person is, they have multiple priorities. They suffer with time management, balancing decisions, and they're overwhelmed. But they also don't understand that communication is the key. Somebody has high standards. This is your king. But a lot of times, y'all, you can set the bar so high for yourself that it's unattainable. What is that called? Self-sabotage, right? What is that? I got to have everything in order before I can come to the queen, right? I got to have this done. I got to have that done. Everything got to be perfect. Well, guess what? Everything is never going to be perfect. And all you do when you set that bar that high is sabotage what it is that God wants for you. Someone is sabotaging. They're working, they're focusing, but they don't have a lot of faith. So what's the point in working diligently towards something if you have no faith that you can have it, right? It's like working for a job every day, but knowing you ain't never going to get a promotion. What's the point? So someone is diligently working towards something, but they have little faith because of their insecurity that they can even have what it is that they want. This is calling a disconnection. And that's why the Knight of Cups is in the reverse. Someone, your person is really moody. But it's because they're disappointed in themselves, because it's like a lack of imagination, a lack of foresight. Yeah, the Hierophant in reverse. Because they gotta change how they believe. This is about someone's systems of beliefs, their own personal beliefs. There's a freedom in going against the grain. Let's talk about it, okay? There is a freedom in going against the grain. I go against the grain every day. I don't care nothing about what people think. And it sets your soul free. Somebody need to learn how to exercise blind faith. Blind faith say, I may not see it, but I know it's coming, and I understand how to focus my attention, because luck is on your side as the last moonology card. It says new moon in Sagittarius. See, somebody got to increase their faith because God is ready to bring something together. 3 of Pentacles. But they got to be able to increase their faith. Why? Because it takes 2. Or 2 plus God, which is 3, right? You, your person, and God makes 3 in order to complete a cycle. See, this is about seeking personal closure in order to come in and make you an offer. I see the Empress peeping back over here, right? But somebody has to understand it's no more shortcuts. Like, you can't take a shortcut to healing. There's no shortcuts, right? You can't continue. You got to be able to work together in order to move things forward. If not, all you'll do is continue to suffer delays. Yeah. What's the Queen of Wands in the reverse? Yeah, someone also has to complete a cycle of holding on to someone from their past. Now, this could be an energy. It doesn't have to be a person, but it's an energy of dealing with feminine energies who don't have self-respect, y'all, who don't have confidence. Right? Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who lacks self-respect. They have low confidence, selfish, jealous, insecurities. This could be your person holding on to those, right, emotions within themselves, or the emotions that they feel about women, right, because they've dealt with insecure women who didn't respect themselves. Someone's been holding on to an old mindset. Yeah. Because they the King of Wands in reverse. Wow. I got the King and Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like somebody got to let go of how they saw themselves in previous relationships in order to truly stabilize things with you. Someone is holding on. Yeah. Hermit at the bottom of the deck. 7 of Swords in the reverse to the Queen of Swords. Someone's emotions is taking them over. A lot of sorrow. I told you the energy is regret. That's what I was getting before I even started this. Someone is in regret. They focus on their job to try to keep their mind off of what's taking place, but they're in despair. Nobody else left in this world to kiss goodnight. Emotions, Destiny's Child. See, you were honest with this person. I got a King and a Queen of Swords in the upright. But your person needs to do some soul searching, because they got to rethink their approach to this relationship, because they haven't been honest. Someone has been keeping a lot of secrets about what's going on in their life. But it's self-deceit. Where are you now? Where are you now? Yeah. It's like someone is looking for your energy, but they can't find it anymore. I don't know if you took your energy back, because let me tell you something. You can be with somebody in union and still take your energy back, y'all. Meaning you don't have to give to situations, right? Because there's nobody in the world that this person is going to find, right? But they can't feel your energy anymore is what I heard. Yeah. You ended a cycle, or you're wanting to end some type of cycle. This is a negative phase that you often go through in your relationship, is what God is saying. This is a cycle because this is someone who sometimes they're a little impulsive. And I told you, they set expectations that are unachievable, y'all. See, the King of Wands in the reverse is someone who will literally set expectations that are unachievable because it's self-sabotage. And then you can give yourself an excuse as to why it didn't work out. Well, I knew that wasn't going to work out. Well, yeah, because you didn't give it a chance to work out. Somebody is stuck in a bad mindset of, what do you call it? Not even manipulation, self-sabotage. Yeah. Four of Swords, somebody sleeping a lot. And it's like they're thinking too, though, about this cycle that they've been in. Somebody's been doing a lot of soul searching. Yeah, they want to come clean. Because this is the communication that's out here. It says communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Nobody left in this world to kiss goodnight. Nobody left. Yeah, somebody's emotions are taking them completely out of here. Very emotional, but it's heavy regret. Page of Wands, because they understand the potential of this union, but they got to set themselves free because they can't see the totality of the situation, and that's why the delays are here. That's why they've been holding off. Yeah, Knight of Wands in the damn reverse, with the Nine of Cups in reverse right behind that, and the Three of Swords and the Devil. Ooh, Three of Cups in the reverse, but then here we go with you. I don't know, y'all. This is a heavy message. Your person is struggling right now, y'all, with like, I'm talking about Three of Swords in the upright, Three of Cups in the reverse, and the Devil. Somebody is struggling. And you could feel their energy. Because the Empress is in the upright, but damn near every other card, y'all, is in the reverse, or it's about delays, it's about waiting, it's about panic. Like somebody could even be having panic attacks. Like, I don't know, but the Empress is in the upright. So this is your person or someone connected to you. The only positive energy, honestly, that I'm getting from this reading right now is the Empress. But I can't let you walk away. Can't you see? You and me are meant to be, y'all. Yeah, can't you see by total? And it's like the Empress is here. And the crazy thing is, you know, this is why the energy is so heavy. This is what I'm feeling. Because I literally feel like I want to cry. So, because this person knows, though. They know who you are. They see you as an Empress. But can't you see? It's like they can't see. But they can. And that's the crazy thing, because that's what God is saying. God is telling them, can't you see? Right? That this is your person. But all of these delays, y'all, it's been... I don't even know what deck I want to go to next, y'all. Because we got to get more into this. What a feeling. What you do to me. It's regret. Heavy regret. I want to see. Let me get one. Get child. Look, the three of cups that fell on the floor, y'all. And remember, the Three of Cups came out in reverse, and then it just fell on the floor. It's heavy external energy. Heavy external energy. I want to get one goddess card, but then I want to see what else we're tapping into this divine masculine. How is the divine masculine seeing the divine feminine? How are they seeing the divine feminine? Oh, y'all, I got my coffee all up here. I'm sorry, I have to drink my coffee. I be trying to make the little space all clean for y'all and shit, y'all. Y'all, did I say my intro? Child, I am the Lady Empath 1111. Child, welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, where behind every king is his queen. That is us, the divine feminine. Our kings are the divine masculine, y'all. And right now, this is a king. They're coming in opposite as you. The Emperor is in reverse. This isn't a karmic. This is someone who is in heavy regret. This isn't a karmic. I just saw 313. But it is someone who doesn't see themselves the way they see you. Yeah, because you living your life out loud. What did I say? This person is in regret because you live out loud. And this is someone, y'all, they are trapped by their internal world. They don't know how to let go. That's what because the Spirit was saying, See how they see the divine feminine. Your person sees you as someone who is living out loud, but they feel like they struggling, y'all. Yeah, they compare themselves to you a lot. Comparisons. They feel like y'all may have unequal access to opportunities. There could definitely be a class divide that's creating some type of barrier in your relationship because your person feels like they can't meet your needs or they have a lot of unmet needs themselves. 26 is out here. Someone could be born on the 26th. Someone could be 26 years old, but there could definitely be a class divide because I see an empty wallet. Like someone could be charging up credit cards or something. But y'all, that's a lesson. Don't play. That's a lesson. Because classism is and love don't matter. Nobody cares who has more money, y'all. Nobody cares about that because God is the ultimate blesser, right? Sweet lady, Tyrese. Someone you could be on the subway. You could be on a train, a bus. You could have met your person on a subway. Someone you could live in the city. But someone is comparing themselves a lot to you. And that's a problem, y'all. That's a problem. You can't be comparing yourself because that's what's stopping you guys from moving forward. See, if you steadily enhance your abilities and spiritual level, right? It's about evolution though also, y'all. If you steadily enhance your abilities and spiritual level, I might not recognize you in the short term. Don't fear that I will reject this evolved version of you. Someone is moving forward. They're seeing signs and synchronicities, y'all. But they're scared to evolve. This is somebody who wants to be your love for a lifetime. So when you got that fresh blowout, get your hair flat iron, they want you to be theirs for a lifetime. Something has taken place. There's been an enhancing of someone's spiritual abilities. Okay. Someone, your person may feel like if you are advancing, right, in your spiritual abilities and your healing and your work and your purpose, they may feel like you're going to outgrow them or they may not know you or you may eventually reject them the more you evolve. It's like somebody is afraid that as you evolve, they won't be good enough for you or you may reject them or y'all won't be able to move forward. And it has something to do with a spiritual levels. Because it says, again, if you steadily enhance your abilities and spiritual level, I might not recognize you in the short term. Don't fear that I will reject this evolved version of you. But I feel like this is someone who's afraid that you're going to outgrow them spiritually. Yeah. And because of that, somebody started talking to people about your spirituality or your spiritual abilities. Your person started talking to them because they didn't respect the sanctity of your connection. So they, instead of keeping things between just the two of you, they did allow others to interfere. And now everybody is watching. Everybody is watching, y'all. See, some things you have to keep to yourself. Yeah, I'm seeing a mirroring. 19 and 91. Yeah. Hmm. Let me tell you something. When you start talking to people about your relationship, about your union, whether it's good or bad, at that point, you put or shine a spotlight on your relationship. Your person could have been talking to somebody or communicating about the connection and allow other people to interfere. And now, because they allowed people to interfere, everybody watching. But they got to let go of, see, this is somebody who is focused on you. They want, like, you are their target. You are their goal. Absolutely. But they got to let go of the hesitations and focus on y'all. They focusing on everything but y'all. Yeah. And time is running out. They're focusing on everything, right? But your relationship, and time is running out. And that's why the heavy feeling of regret is in the energy. Because you can't reverse time. Every year, every week, every month that y'all lose, you can't get it back. Somebody say they're ready. You're always on my mind. SWV, I'm ready to trust you, but I still need to keep my final card hidden for now. I won't run from our connection, but I have to protect myself until I'm certain. See, you're always on this person's mind. It's something about you that makes them smile, but they still hold back. It's one thing that they're holding back, and it has everything to do with society, social mass. See, this is someone who loves you. Y'all relationship may not be public though, because someone is wearing a mask to hide their true emotions to avoid vulnerability. So they offer you a surface level relationship, and y'all know y'all in a relationship, but I feel like this is someone who may hide you socially or on social media. That's the one thing that they're holding back. Yeah, that is the one thing that's being held back. Yeah, because they're afraid of what people gonna say. They're afraid of what people gonna think. Condemnation, public scrutiny causes you to question your worth and motives. It's like this person, y'all know what the hell, whoever this is, it's like they don't post you a lot or talk about you a lot publicly, right? Because they're afraid of what people are going to think. And I feel it has everything to do with this social divide, like this not feeling like they have enough, comparing you to them. And it's like public opinion or people's opinion causes them to question their own worth and motives. Somebody's facing a lot of public opinions and challenges, and they also struggle with self-discipline because they're stuck in some type of routine. It's even stopping them from being productive. Someone is feeling more empowered because they are choosing sobriety now, and they are working on their physical transformation, you know, going back to the gym, working out and stuff like that. But this is someone, man, their insecurities run deep. Like they care a whole lot, y'all, about what people think. They do. Y'all, that's trauma, though. You got to heal that. That's trauma. No tea, no shade, just trauma. Yeah. This person has been obsessively reading, though. My obsessive reading got the best of me. I allowed the stories and characters to control and dictate my perspective. I finally understand I need to trust the insight they provide. See, somebody tried to figure it out on their own. You know how you start the journey and then you just start reading books and self-help and this. And sometimes if you're not where you need to be, that shit will lead you down a rabbit hole. I feel like somebody was trying to read and figure out why you in their life, what's going on, and they were trying to do it on their own. Or maybe this was you, because you probably did this at the beginning as well. But when you don't understand or have the knowledge or the wisdom to interpret what you're reading, that's how people can read the Bible, y'all, and say dumb shit. Because if you don't have God within you, right, the discernment to understand what the Bible's saying, you're gonna be thinking dumb shit. So whether it's the Bible or regular books, if you are reading things that you don't have the maturity to understand and discern through God, you will go down a rabbit hole. And somebody was reading, trying to figure things out, but it was only making things worse. Someone is now understanding that they just gotta trust. This is about trust. This is about faith. Some things you just can't explain. You can't just read it and figure it out. Like some things can't be explained. Family ties is here. See, this person now, they learn a lot from you, is what I'm hearing. Like, this is someone who was trying to read books. It says, I finally understand I need to trust the insights they provide. But then I got family ties. I feel like this is you. Like, this is someone who now has to, it says, grow together, learn from one another, and evolve as a unit. This is someone who's now understanding that in order to grow, you got to learn and grow from each other. right? That's what being a unit looks like. And this is what someone is now having to understand. What does that look like? Yeah, because they felt trapped. I fear you may be falling for a false flame, one that only brings temporary happiness. Wow. This is a message for somebody. I feel like your person, they wanted to spend their life with you, right? Eric Benet. EB could be someone's initials. Eric, right? Could be your person's name. Spend my life with you. They knew that they wanted to spend their life with you. They saw a light within you. Someone, you could light a lot of candles. This is someone who knew that, but they also felt like it was a trap, y'all. I feel like this is someone who went down that trap of false twin flame versus real twin flames, right? And you know how you go down that trap. Or again, this could be you. It's very difficult, y'all. I tell people it's very difficult to understand who is false and who is real when it comes to a twin flame dynamic, because your false twin flame will seem like they are everything, y'all. You will get the signs, you will get the synchronicity. Someone you got on green and white today. Somebody, your parents have been married for a long time. But somebody, it's like you don't understand. Or the only difference, I should say, is this. Because I was with a false twin flame for years, y'all. You could have told me this person wasn't my person. The signs, the synchronicities, everything. Except wisdom, right? Except empowerment. Except growth, right? You can be with someone who you think is your person. But if that person is not growing and they are not promoting your growth, then it's not your person. Someone, they didn't want to fall for a trap of you not truly being their person. And they also felt like they didn't have the time or the capacity to even understand your connection. And a lot of times when they didn't have the time or capacity to understand it, they just backed away, y'all. 808. 8 is manifestation. 0 is infinite. See, this is someone who manifested you, but then when you got there, they didn't have the capacity to hold you. So it's like, I heard, don't put baby in a corner. Like, they literally put you up on this corner or in a corner, right? Because they didn't have the time or the capacity to understand the connection. And that's why that 2 of Pentacles energy of juggling has been there. And they really do feel like the differences in vision that you have for your life is pulling or had pulled the 2 of you guys apart. This is about goals. Like I'm telling you, this is classism, a class divide. Someone feels like their goals and your goals are different. Y'all financial statuses are different. Like, I don't know. Someone has a lot of insecurities, y'all. A lot of insecurities. Yeah, rejection. They blame themselves for a lot. They feel unworthy. They feel trapped in a cycle of rejection. All right, this is getting long. I gotta go. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna have to get you some advice. But oh, child, let's get one more card and then I'm gonna go to the advice. Well, it's time, y'all. That's all I can say. Somebody is feeling the time, the pressure of time. That's what this is. That's why the energy is of regret. See, someone is feeling the pressure of time. See, time don't wait, y'all. And it's irreversible. It's irreversible. And there are so many barriers stopping y'all from being together. Betrayals, not working together, fear. And time is ticking, y'all. Somebody's just feeling the pressure of time. That's what I'm hearing. That's literally what this is about. Hold on, y'all. Let me get you some advice. I want to get some. I'll get some tiles as well. All right, let's get your advice. So this heavy energy of grief, y'all, that I'm feeling, it's time. Yeah, your person is feeling 552. They're feeling, yeah, reconciliation is here, but they're feeling the pressure of time. Someone from your past will be returning to your life soon. Yeah, make the effort. This love is worth taking the risk. You're being called to move forward. Yeah, it's unbreakable. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. Gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. That's the lesson from God. That's right there. Like, your person needs to be grateful that you even in their damn life. And they sitting over here in this fucked up ass energy, right? In this deep regret, pity. Somebody having a pity party, y'all. That's what this shit is. That's what I got to title this. Child, this is what this reading is about here. It done annoyed me. Because this is somebody having a pity party, y'all. Yeah, they having a pity party. That's what this is. Now it makes sense because I'm like, what is going on with this energy? But let me tell you something about pity parties, y'all. As the chosen, we don't go to pity parties. We don't want your pity cake. We don't want your pity ice cream. Somebody need to grow up. They need to be grateful that you're here. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. Your person just need to make some effort because they know who you are as the Empress. They need to be honest with themselves that the only delay is them. The only delay is them. You continue to be patient because there are some things that still need to be dealt with in this connection for things to manifest because your person is wearing a mask in this relationship. They are. And they got to get out of their own damn way. Yeah. Beware of codependency. Your person is used to that codependent shit, y'all. And God is telling them they got to take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. And that's what's taking place, y'all. That's why the energy is like this. Let me get y'all some letter tiles. I haven't used these in a minute. Whoa. Okay. Well, damn. All right. Those are the ones that fell out. That's what we gonna use, y'all. What the hell? All right. We got K, Q, E. All right. We got T, X. Ooh, 2 X's. I don't know. Double X. N, A. All right. Y. I'm seeing Tay out here. Tay, T-A-Y. I'm seeing K, Key. All right. I got a B, a U, and a H. Ken. K. All right. All right, y'all. That's your reading, child. Somebody having a pity party, child. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box, girl. If you want to book a reading, all right, the Lady Empath, 1111.com. I am going to load the natal charts on the website this week. It takes me all about 5 business days to do those, y'all, because it's a lot. But it's a natal chart reading between you and your person. All right. Either for you individually or a natal chart analysis. Because it's an analysis, y'all. It's not a reading. So it takes time, y'all. Those will be loaded up this week for you to book as well. All right, y'all. I got to get out of this energy, child. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.